I'd like to thank our fans. Opening day, 4 o'clock on a Friday. It's awfully tough to get off work and make arrangements to get here, and it just shows the dedication and the love that they have for our program and for Clemson University to have 6,000 plus people here on opening day for a 4 o'clock game. Says a lot. So we greatly appreciate our fans coming out and supporting our guys, and we certainly needed their support because for about 8 innings, offensively, we couldn't hit water if we fell out of a boat. But we found a way in the 9th and the 10th inning with some great at-bats to find a way to get this thing done. Got to give a lot of credit to our bullpen today, our pitching staff. We did not walk a batter, did not have a walk. Our defense was outstanding. We were error-free, did not give up a free 90 in the whole ball game. So got to give our pitching and our defense a lot of credit. Bullpen was unbelievable. And then in the 9th inning, we talk about toughness all the time and competitiveness in our program. 2 outs, we're down 4-1. And Beer gets hit by a pitch. Williams doubles. Jolly, does what Jolly does. He gets in a 2-strike count. He keeps fighting and fighting and fighting. And base hit, 2-run score. Pinch run for him, put Sam Hall in, one of our freshmen, good athlete. And my heart fell down to my stomach when he was running, but we had to do it. We had to run right there to try to score on a single to tie the ball game. So it was a gutsy call, to steal the bag. Got to give Coach Starbuck credit there. And we tied up on a pass ball. And next thing you know, it was, again, competitive at bats in the 10th. True freshman Bryce Teodosio, 2 strikes on him, double. Logan Davidson, 2 strikes on him, playing the game the right way. Hits a ground ball to second base to move the runner over. Then a couple freebies. Next thing you know, Chris Williams, 2-strike count, base hit to walk them off. So just proud of our guys. I know that we've struggled a little bit on opening day around here for the last few years, but our guys never wavered. They never wavered. We remained calm in the dugout even when we were down by a few runs. Our guys continued to compete and pull for each other, and we put together really good at-bats there at the end, along with some great pitching and defense, and found a way to get the win here in Game 1.
Coach Chris, injured at the end of last season, made his return with a vengeance. How valuable to have a guy like him behind Seth when they're going to intentionally walk in the bunch?
Well, Chris Williams is a really good hitter. He's a guy, when healthy, he's one of the better offensive catchers in the country, and he has the ability to go over to first base and be an above-average defensive first baseman. But he is a dangerous hitter. He's a guy that I think has a chance to hit for a long time in this game just because of what he can do. He can hit for power, and he can hit with 2 strikes. He's never out of the at-bat with how he competes and how good a hitter he is. So he had some huge at-bats for us tonight, and awfully proud of him.
Was Robert Jolly's his hit there, was that kind of indicative of his career at Clemson, the way he's just always a fighter?
It is, and honestly, with the left-handed starter, going against us today, I had a really hard time, just trying to figure out with a couple different spots in the lineup what I was going to do. And, I said, I've got to put somebody behind Chris Williams in the 5-hole that can give us competitive at-bats. Because that 5 spot in the lineup, it's amazing if you watch the game how many times he comes up with a runner at second base and 2 outs. It just seems to happen because 3 and 4 will clean up on some sac flies and RBIs, and the 5-hole guys got to be able to give you a two out single, double, and drive a runner in. And that's why we put Robert in there, because he gives you quality, competitive at-bats. And he kept us in the ball game. He gave us a chance. He found a way to get on base. He represented a tying run at that point in time, and that was why we were able to win that ball game.
Even as a team continued to struggle offensively, Monte, did you still kind of sense the right attitude of the dugouts where, hey guys, we're eventually going to get this going. We can still pull this one out?
I thought that our demeanor in the dugout was outstanding tonight, because just me as a head coach, I'm trying to remain as calm and collected as I can and encourage them too. But I'm not. I'm not blind. I'm watching the at-bats, and their lefty Sheehan was awfully tough on our guys, and we could not seem to find a way to get anything going But our guys never wavered. You know, they kept encouraging each other. They kept talking about what they were seeing, what he was doing in certain counts. But you got to give him credit too. He's really good. He could pitch on anybody's staff. But no, I thought our demeanor in the dugout was really good, and they could sense it. Our guys could sense it when we found a way, to get the tying run on base. Our guys could sense that we were going to find a way to get it done, and very proud of them tonight.
Coach, quite a debut by Bryce, both in the field and at the plate tonight. Big shoes to fill, of course, with Chase Bender. But how pleased are you with his performance, and do you think we might move him up a little bit in the lineup?
Well, there's a reason that Bryce Teodosio started in center field for us tonight, and first and foremost, being a true freshman to play in center field, a premium defensive position, that's asking an awful lot of a young man, but he's extremely tough. I mean, this is a tough kid. He is my kind of player. So we went with toughness. You know, we felt like he could handle this moment, and sure enough, the first pitch of the ball game was a missile hit straight over his head, and he ran it down, and that's why he's there. He's there to try to turn doubles into outs. And, he's like a bull out there. He just runs everything down. He's super aggressive. He'll get hit by pitches. He'll compete at the plate. And that's why he's in there. And how about that for a debut? You know, gets a couple knocks, makes a couple nice plays in the outfield. And, we'll see. You know, I don't want to put too much on him right now. I just want him to get his at-bats, and down in the orders is a good opportunity for a first-year guy, and we'll just see how it goes.
Given how Chris's season ended last year with the injury and the MLB draft season, was it particularly fitting that he was y'all's hero tonight?
I'm sorry.
Was it just how fitting was it that he was the one that was the hero tonight, given the way the season ended last year?
Well, Chris Williams is a special player, to me personally. He's the first player I signed here at Clemson. And when I got the job here, we had Chris Oakey as a catcher, and we felt like we needed another catcher, and we convinced a young man from California to come across the country. And it says a lot about Chris Williams in his first year here. He didn't catch a whole lot. He played first. We played him at third base. He did whatever it took to help our team win. And that's the kind of makeup that this young man has. And you look at the injuries that he's had. He's had a broken hamate. He missed time last year, obviously, with a shoulder injury. Now, this kid's been banged up, but he will find a way to get on the field and help our team win a ball game. So, again, he's a blue-collar kid. He plays the game like it's a sandlot game. He's always talking, always having a lot of fun, and he'll do anything to help us. So he's a special kid to me, and when he walked up to the plate, I even told him, I said, they're going to walk Seth right here to pitch to you, and he kind of laughed. I don't know if he believed that they were going to do it, but I said, they're going to walk him to pitch to you. And all I was trying to do is tick him off a little bit so he had put some good swings on it. So, it's always good having Chris come up because of what kind of threat he is at the plate.
You had a rather long meeting with Jacob right before the three-run homer. Were you just going over approach with him, or were you just, going over the fact that were you possibly going to go ahead and remove him at that point?
Yeah, we were just really just trying to talk about they were getting ready, to see him for a third time. So we were just trying to figure out again who was coming up. And when was going to be the right time to make a move, because they were putting some pretty good swings on him. But the bottom line is with Hennessy throws strikes. He probably didn't throw up his best stuff tonight, but the thing about Jacob's always going to give you a chance because he throws strikes. And 3 pitches in the strike zone, that's all you can ask for. And if you look at his start, he wasn't at his best, but he only gave up 3 runs, and he struck out 6 in 4 1/3. So, he gave us a chance. The story of the game for me, for us, was we were in that position because Sheehan was doing such a good job against us. Even if Hennessy was at his best, we were still having trouble with Sheehan. So our bullpen was going to have to win that game for us and hold them right there to give our offense a chance late in the game.
You mentioned earlier the lack of success that y'all have had on opening days, right? I think it's your first win since 2013.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, there's a lot of baseball still to play.
Oh, yeah.
But how can this carry through, hopefully, the series in the next couple of weeks?
Well, anytime you win a ball game in this fashion, it's going to build nothing but confidence for your ball club, because they're going to be able to look at the experience tonight and say, hey, look, we were down by 3 runs with 2 outs in the ninth, and we found a way to get it done. And our guys have done that a lot here, so there's a belief system in our program with our players because of the experience of having done that before. You know, it's opening day. You know, opening day, it obviously is very exciting for the fans, but, you know, we talk a lot to our players about not making any more about opening day than any other game and any other practice, any other day. You know, every day here at Clemson is important. So we don't spend a lot of time talking about opening day being any different. You know, we get 56 of these to play, and they all count the same. So, you know, I'm glad that opening day is behind us so that we can get into a little bit of rhythm, and we can find a way to, you know, to carry this into tomorrow and into the next game. But it is good to get a win on opening day, because I'm tired of hearing people tell me, you know, about, well, you guys seem to struggle on opening day. The bottom line is, you know, the team in the other dugout has just happened to play better than us on opening day, you know, over the last few years. So I haven't made that much out of it. But it is good to get a win in this fashion, just so we can quit talking about that.
Coach, what did you think about that gapper that Seth ran down in right center? Obviously, you worked him at first base periodically, but you covered some ground out there for that one.
Well, Seth's in the best shape he's ever been in. You know, we could see that when he came back from the break. He worked really hard to get in good shape over the fall. Rick Franzblau, our strength coach, and our nutrition staff have done an amazing job. And Seth's an extremely disciplined young man. So he used his discipline and Rick working him extremely hard in the weight room to get him faster, get him stronger, and he's moving better than he ever has. And you could see it. I mean, you could see it. He cut off balls down the line. He cut off 2 balls hit down the right field line that were singles instead of doubles. You know, I don't know if he gets to those balls in time to hold a runner to first base in the last couple of years. He ran a ball down in the gap. When that ball was hit, I knew it was an out. If it held up, that Seth was going to be able to get to it. He's just moving better. He's running the bases better. He's a better